right, so today we're going to be deep diving into Patrice Roberts' Drink Water and Mind Your Business.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah, it's a super catchy song, but we were thinking, there might be some actual real-world wisdom hidden in there.
You think about how popular that phrase is.
Yeah,
Like, it's become a whole philosophy almost.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
So we found this awesome article on Beyond the Chords to help us kind of break it all down.
Awesome.
And so, like they were saying, it really boils down to self-awareness, self-care, and setting boundaries. And that main line, right, I go drink water and mind my business, it gets stuck in your head,
Okay.
but it's also kind of pointing to something deeper,
It is interesting how a phrase that simple can become so profound.
Yeah.
On the surface, it's like, yeah, stay hydrated, don't get involved in drama. But the more you think about it,
Uh-huh.
the more you realize how much it applies to, like, all different parts of life.
Exactly. And that whole drinking water thing, it's so smart.
Right.
It's not just about, like, literally drinking water.
Yeah.
It's like a metaphor for cleansing your mental and emotional state, too.
Right. Like a refresh.
Exactly, especially with social media and everyone, like, constantly sharing their opinions and stuff.
Oh my gosh, it's so overwhelming.
I know.
Like, you need to take a minute to step away and just drink water.
Yeah, like in a metaphorical sense,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It can be so grounding.
That image of drinking water really resonates with me, actually. I find that, like, when I'm feeling really overwhelmed or stressed, if I actually just take a second to literally, like, drink a glass of water,
Uh-huh.
it kind of helps clear my head and I can refocus.
Yeah, it's like a little mini meditation almost.
Yeah.
Gives you that space to just step back from all the noise.
Yeah, and reconnect with yourself.
Yes. And the article even says, drinking water symbolizes clarity, purity, and a return to essentials.
Ooh, I like that.
It's about stripping away all the distractions and just getting back to what really matters.
That's so true.
So how does that idea of, like, drinking water actually play out in the song?
Well, you see it in the way Patrice Roberts presents herself. Like, she's this queen, focused on her own thing, not swayed by what everyone else is doing. Like, there's that line, who me? I do watch people, man. I'm looking for house and land.
Oh, yeah. That's such a good line.
It's all about defining success on her own terms, not by someone else's standards.
Yes. And I think that speaks to a lot of us, especially with social media.
Totally.
You're constantly seeing everyone's, like, perfect curated lives.
Yeah, you start comparing yourself and feeling inadequate.
Exactly. And the song's like, hey, focus on your own path, what
yeah.
you want to achieve.
Yeah.
Like house and land. It could be a metaphor for anything you're striving for.
Exactly. And that's where the self-worth piece comes in.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing your own value and, like, pursuing your goals without getting sidetracked by everyone else.
Yeah, and creating your own definition of success.
Exactly.
It's not about, like, ignoring everyone else.
Right.
It's more about making sure their noise isn't drowning out your own inner compass.
Yeah. Yeah.
And speaking of noise, the song also talks about those, like, inevitable naysayers and critics we all encounter.
Ugh, don't you love those?
I know.
So fun.
She sings, have some of them does talk the most, like they know it all.
Ugh, it's so true.
I feel like everyone can relate to that.
Oh, absolutely. And the way the song deals with it is really interesting.
Okay.
It's not about fighting back with the same energy.
Okay.
It's more about that quiet resilience we were talking about. Like, minding your business in this case means not letting those negative voices get to you.
Yeah.
Choosing your battles wisely, letting your actions speak louder than words.
It's about rising above the drama.
Exactly.
And sometimes that can be way more powerful than getting sucked into arguments or trying to prove yourself to people who don't actually care.
And I think that's a really valuable lesson, especially nowadays where everyone has an opinion about everything.
Oh my gosh.
And they just have to share it.
Constantly.
It's so easy to get caught up in trying to defend yourself or prove people wrong.
But sometimes the best thing you can do is just step back.
Yeah.
Focus on your own goals and let your accomplishments speak for themselves.
This idea of resilience, it also ties into another big theme in the song.
Oh, what's that?
Facing challenges and finding the strength to overcome them.
Yeah.
Like, there's that line, I fight the battle and Jah give me health and strength. And that really speaks to that human experience of going through tough times, but, like, finding that inner strength to keep going.
Yeah. That line really resonates with me.
Yeah.
It reminds me of this one time I was facing a lot of criticism at work.
Oh, no.
And it was so tempting to just, like, engage in the drama.
Uh-huh.
But I remembered, drink water, mind your business. And I just chose to focus on my own goals.
Good for you.
It was hard, but it was a game changer.
Yeah.
By stepping back and, like, picking my battles, I was
Yeah.
able to stay sane.
Uh-huh.
And ultimately, I achieved what I set out to do.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
That's such a great example of how this philosophy can apply to real-life situations. Yeah, it's not just some catchy phrase. It's like actual advice you can use.
Exactly. And what I love about that line is that it acknowledges the struggles, but it also highlights the importance of finding strength.
Yeah.
Whether it's through faith or personal belief or just that inner drive to keep going.
Right. And I think that resonates with a lot of people, regardless of their background or beliefs.
Definitely.
We all face battles in life.
Uh-huh.
And the key is finding what helps us stay resilient, what gives us that strength to keep moving forward.
Yeah, it's not about pretending everything's perfect.
Right.
It's about acknowledging the challenges and
Yeah.
finding that inner fire to keep pushing through.
Exactly.
So we've talked about self-care, setting boundaries, finding strength and resilience.
Yeah.
But drink water and mind your business also touches on choosing positivity, right?
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just about ignoring negativity.
Yeah.
It's about actively seeking out what uplifts and inspires you.
It is. And this is where I think the song gets really interesting. It's not just about avoiding the bad stuff. It's about proactively surrounding yourself with good things.
Yeah.
Whether it's positive people, inspiring ideas, or activities that bring you joy, it's about making conscious choices to fill your life with things that nourish your soul.
Yes. It's like creating that positive feedback loop. Right?
Exactly.
The more you focus on the good,
Yeah.
the more good you attract.
Yeah.
And that can have such a powerful ripple effect on your well-being and your ability to deal with challenges.
It really can. It's about recognizing that you have a choice in how you perceive the world. And choosing to focus on the positive can have a huge impact on your experience.
You know, one thing that really stands out to me about the song
What's that?
is its blend of humor and introspection.
Oh, yeah.
Like you have lines like, ask them how they get their Gucci purse.
I love that line.
It's funny and lighthearted, but it also adds depth to the whole conversation about values and priorities.
Yeah, it's like she's saying, hey, I'm focused on building something lasting, not chasing superficial status symbols.
Right.
That balance is so important, though.
Yeah.
It reflects the complexity of life. You know, we're not all serious or all playful.
Right.
We're a mix of everything.
Definitely.
And this song captures that so well.
Yeah.
It's real, it's relatable, and it reminds us that even when we're talking about important things, it's okay to have a little fun along the way.
Yeah. Have a little fun with it.
Exactly. It really does feel like she's being genuine.
Totally. And we can't talk about this song without talking about where it comes from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole Soca vibe.
Exactly. Drink water and mind your business.
Yeah.
It's rooted in that Caribbean sound.
And Soca music is all about celebrating life, resilience, community.
Yeah, it has this amazing energy.
It really does. It brings people together.
So how does this song like fit into that whole tradition?
Well, I think it captures that same spirit, you know, that resilience and joy. Think about the Caribbean, its history, all the struggles and triumphs, the mix of cultures.
Yeah.
Soca music reflects all of that.
And this song in particular, it speaks to that strength.
Absolutely, that determination to overcome challenges.
It's like an anthem for pushing through hard times.
Yeah, and finding that inner strength to keep going.
And that goes back to that drink water metaphor.
Right. Taking care of yourself.
Yeah, mentally, emotionally.
So you can handle whatever comes your way.
Exactly. And it's not just about like getting through it.
No, it's about thriving.
Yeah, finding that joy, that spark.
That keeps you going when things get tough.
I think some people might hear, mind your business, and think it means like being isolated, you know?
Yeah, like shutting yourself off from the world.
But it's really about choosing where you put your energy.
That's a great point.
It's not about being indifferent to what's going on around you.
Right.
It's more about focusing on what you can actually control.
And prioritizing your own well-being.
Exactly. Because when you're grounded and taking care of yourself, you're in a much better place to help others.
I totally agree. It's like they say put your own oxygen mask on first.
Yeah.
Before helping others.
And that's something a lot of people need to hear.
Especially people who are naturally giving and caring. It's okay to put your needs first.
Yeah, it doesn't make you selfish.
It actually makes you more effective.
Right. And it's important to remember, self-care is not a one-time thing.
Oh, definitely. It's an ongoing process.
Yeah.
Choices we make every single day.
And sometimes those choices can be hard.
It's not always easy to drink water and mind your business, you know?
Especially when life gets crazy.
People are trying to drag you into their drama.
Oh my gosh, yes. But the song reminds us, we have a choice.
We do.
To choose our path, focus on what matters.
And build a life that feels real and fulfilling.
And that message, I think it goes beyond any one culture or background.
It's universal.
It's something we can all connect with.
Absolutely.
But we've been talking about the deep stuff.
Yeah.
But we can't forget, this is also just a super fun song.
Oh, it totally makes you want to dance.
Right.
It's got that infectious soca beat.
It's like a celebration of life resilience, finding joy, even when things are tough.
And we could all use a little more of that.
Definitely.
So I hope our listeners are feeling inspired to, go out and apply these ideas,
Yeah. Drink water and mind your business. It's more than just a song.
It's a whole philosophy.
A way of life.
For real.
And it's interesting. We talked about self-care, resilience, all that.
Yeah.
But there's also this big element of, personal power in the song.
Oh, totally. Owning your story,
Yeah.
Defining success on your own terms.
Yeah.
Not letting other people tell you what you're worth.
It's that line, who me? I do watch people, man, looking for house and land.
Yeah, she's focused on her goals, her dreams.
Not getting distracted by what everyone else is doing.
And I think that's especially powerful for women.
Oh, definitely.
In a society that tries to put them in a box.
Right. It's like she's saying, I'm building my own empire.
Yes.
Both literally and metaphorically.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let anyone stop me.
It's an anthem for women.
Yeah.
Owning your strength, your independence.
And not being afraid to, stand out.
Exactly.
Not letting anyone tell you who you are or what you can achieve.
And realizing that real success comes from within.
Yeah.
It's about following your passions.
Right.
Living a life that's true to you.
So minding your business, it also means, being mindful of what you're letting into your headspace.
That's such a good point.
It's not just about avoiding drama.
Right.
It's about choosing what you consume.
Yeah, what you read, what you watch, who you spend time with.
Exactly, creating those boundaries to protect your energy.
Yeah, and sometimes that means walking away from things that aren't good for you. Relationships, beliefs, even situations.
It's about knowing your worth and not settling for less.
And that takes a lot of strength.
Especially in a world that tries to make you feel small.
It does, but I think that's what Drink Water and Mind Your Business is all about.
Yeah.
Finding that strength.
Resilient.
That belief in yourself.
It's amazing how a song that's so catchy
I know.
can also be so deep.
That's the power of music.
Yeah. It makes you dance. It makes you think.
And sometimes it can even change your life.
And in this song, it definitely does all of that.
It really does. It stays with you.
Yeah. It makes you think about your own life.
Your choices.
Your dreams.
It's a reminder that even when things are crazy,
Mm-hmm.
we can choose peace.
Joy. It all starts with taking care of ourselves.
Setting those boundaries.
Focusing on what we can control.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I hope everyone's feeling inspired.
To drink water, mind their business, and go create the life they want.
Exactly.